Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Hunting SC. This is Vinny here. It's South Carolina and our hunting season is officially over, so now it's time to do some trapping. Out here at my private farm, we have a serious predator problem. Got a lot of foxes and coyotes and raccoons running around this year, so I would like to minimize the effects of them on my deer population and my turkey population, because those coyotes love to eat fawns and the raccoons love to eat turkey eggs. So we're out here trapping today. What I'm gonna do is show you guys how I trap for under 40 bucks. So if you want to see how that's done, y'all follow along. So here's the tools y'all need. I keep it really minimalistic for as little money as possible. So obviously you have the trap. That's gonna be the most expensive part of this of the trapping season, is buying your traps. This trap is $25. It's a number 3 dogless by Bridger. I got that at my local Cabela's store. And all the tools you really need is your bait, hammer to hammer in your drive stick. Most people use a piece of rebar. I don't want to pay for rebar, and I didn't have any laying around, but I did have this pipe laying around, and that'll do just fine. You need a hammer to dig your hole. You need a filter screen or whatever you can to filter out dirt and sprinkle it over your trap. Your trap covers to put underneath your trap to keep it from getting hung up. If you bury your trap and you put dirt underneath it, it might not spring on you and your bait. So I'm gonna show you how I do my trap. We have a hole. A dog is already in the hole. That's exactly what's gonna happen with the coyotes. They'll do that right there exactly. They'll stand right there where your bait hole is gonna be, and right there where he's digging is where my trap's gonna be set up. So y'all follow along to see how that's done. All right, so to get started, what you wanna do for these bait holes, you wanna find a back wall, an area you can put behind the hole so the coyote can't work it from behind. So right here, I have apple trees beside me, and right here, along the back side of these apple trees here, there's a kind of a slight incline. It's about 2 feet taller here than it is down here. So I have a slight angle, and this will be my back wall. You can use a tree stump or any other angle you can find on your property to put as a back wall. So what you want to do is dig a hole at the base of the incline, and I put sticks on the back side of the hole, so that if a coyote comes in, he can't work this bait hole from the back end or from the sides. So you want to block that in. You can use your dirt as a dirt mound to put around it so you can't work it from the side. But I'm just going to use these sticks here. And so what you're going to do is you're digging a hole about 1 foot deep. That's where your bait's going to be. And your pan trap's going to sit at the base of that hole. So when the coyote walks up to the hole to sniff it or start digging into the hole to get the bait, he'll sit on that spring trap right there and get him hung up. So I've already got my hole dug about 1 foot deep, and we'll make it as realistic as possible. So you want to dig out the ground a little bit beneath the trap, at least probably, I don't know, 1 inch or 2, so that when your trap sits in there, it'll be flush with the ground. And I'll show you that here. Alright guys, so when you got your trap in there, what you're going to do is you're going to bury this as your anchor. It's going to go beneath the trap into the dirt. But to show y'all, once you trap like that, and I'm gonna bury this with dirt on top of it once I put my pan cover on, so that way it's gonna be flat. So when the dog walks up there to check this bait, he'll put his foot right there on the trap, and he'll catch him. So what you want to do is take your anchor, your earth anchor, get your stake, and then that earth anchor, and hammer that thing to the ground.
Let's take it the best. Now what you want to do is bury that thing up to the swivel. My swivel's right here. So I'm going to go down an inch or 2.
So now I got my anchor in the ground. What I want to do is make sure this trap's going to be set good. So what you're going to do is you're going to set this trap make sure you're not going to hit yourself or catch yourself, so be careful. What you want to do is push on the teeth, the rim of that trap, make sure it's settled in there. You're not going to be wiggling it around. If the coyote comes over here and puts his paw here instead of on the pan, you don't want it shuffling around like that. So put some weight on there and set that in the ground just like that. Then you want to take your pan cover. I got my pan covers from Cabela's as well. Just set that pan cover on top of the pan so that way when you cover it up with dirt, you won't be getting a bunch of dirt underneath the trap. So after that, you want to get the trap covered up, and I've already done that a little bit. Just want to take some dirt from around the trap or the base of the trap. I'll sprinkle that around the trap, over it. Now you gotta think, you want this to look realistic. But take some dirt out of the hole. And make it look as if something was already digging in here. Just like that. So once you got it covered, you don't want the coyote to come on the sides of your trap and work this hole from the sides here or here. So I put some sticks on the side, so that way when he comes up here, he's gonna want to step right here instead of on these sticks. You're gonna get your bait or your lure. I'm using bait. What I'm using is this Caven's Minnesota brand predator bait. It's for fox, coyote, raccoon, bobcat, and fisher. I got that from Cabela's as well. Take you a stick. Since I'm just using a bait, I'm not using a lure with the bait like most people do. Take me about that much there. Shove it in the hole. Get back. My dog's here. I don't want to trap my dog. So you can tell this stuff works. How's that smell, Mallard? Smells good, don't it? So I got my bait down there in the hole. Trap set, that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this trap here. I'm gonna put a camera right here in this tree. Get back. A live camera is a cell cam, so that way I know when I have one on the trap. So y'all stay tuned to see if this trap works. Thanks for watching.